Ah. Okay. And then just pull up the... Lighthouse script. Oh, let me guess. I'm suddenly so sleepy. No.
The Lighthouse script up. The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers and Max Eggers. The first draft.
First draft. Okay, so there's some things about here that are just like, you know, that are just like
There's so much.
setting the mood.
There's so much. Yeah, there's so much fucking mood shit.
Yeah, let's just like skip all that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking farting shit.
Yeah.
He digs his finger to the hole.
It's
Is there
depressing.
no talking? Okay, there we go. The first word.
No, here we go. Here we go.
Am I old? Am I
There's
old?
like, wait, what's the first words? Because I'm seeing first the word is like bumps his head on low ceiling. He's like, Young's like son of a, you know, and then he farts, and there's a brief fart again, you know. He might be an agent of Sergeant Bratpog over here.
Wait.
Okay. Later.
What the fuck? Oh, finishes relieving himself. He shakes his member. Are we talking about the same script?
I'm on like the one that was under Script Slug.
Oh shit! I'm not on the script slug one.
Yeah. Oh wait, I also need some ambient music. Let me get some. So I guess.
Lighthouse.
Why the fuck am I not signed in on this?
Lighthouse.
Not now. Not now.
Script. You said by script slug?
Yeah. Or that's what I'm using.
Alright, here we go. I got it. Alright, skip all this bullshit.
I'm doing like ambient waves crashing for this part. Until
Okay, yeah, I see the one. So you're gonna be young. I'm gonna be old.
No, I'm old. Come
You're
on.
old.
You know what? You know you can't hit the hark, man. Don't even bother.
What do you mean the hark? What's the hark?
Hark! Triton! Come on.
Okay. Okay. Thud. Young bumps his head on the low ceiling. Son of a.
Yeah, but that's just more things. Let's start from here, in the living quarters. So in the living quarters, the contents of the kitchen cabinets are strewn about the floor. The oldest inside the built-in cabinet up to his waist, butt out. The tail, if he had a tail, he'd wag. What the fuck?
He's looking for something secret.
Young
Young watches from afar in a staircase. Old crawls out with a woody crate. He grins with relief, putting on a sea glass liquor bottle. He trimmers it.
Let's go straight to the dinner.
It's been too long.
Let's go straight to the dinner.
All right, you go.
Old sets down 2 cups. Tin, chipped china. Should baled death with treble dread make the ocean caves our bed. God, who here sent the surge's roll, deigned to save the suppliant soul. He pours a strange, thick liquid into a cup. Homemade hooch. He holds his up for a toast. To 4 weeks. Young pauses. Damn, it looks good. He could use a drink, but he hesitates, as if he thinks he's being tested. He decides to stay focused on the cigarette.
No, sir. Thank you.
Bad luck to leave a toast unfinished, lad.
Young tucks his cigarette behind his
Cucks?
ear.
Cucks?
Yeah, tucks.
Oh, I thought you said cucks.
No, young tucks his cigarette behind his ear, meaning no disrespect, sir.
A man what don't drink. Best have his reasons.
Ain't it? Young stops himself to rephrase more respectfully. It's not easy for him to be well-mannered. He takes his time, so as not to fumble with syllabic words. I had understood. It's against regulations, sir.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
Old won't budge. His cup is still raised.
From the manual.
Didn't picture you the Didn't picture you was a reading man.
Ain't trying for trouble.
You're doing like a Brooklyn impression.
Ain't trying for trouble.
I forgot what
Oh,
exactly the voice that he did for Young was. It was something similar to Yorkshire impression? Or Yorkshire?
The Lighthouse Young.
He's like, all I can really remember for some reason is, I want a steak. If I had a steak, I'd fuck it.
What?
Yeah. In the breakdown, they're both fucking drunk, and he's complaining about his cooking. And he's like, "You like me cooking, you know?" And he said, "If I had a steak, I'd fuck it."
That's Willem Dafoe. I don't give a fuck about Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, you let me see. He's like,
The Lighthouse.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna mess around with the image.
Just look at her in a living, just like any man. All right, I got it.
Oh, well, good enough. This is.
All right.
It's not like we're
trying
not.
for trouble. Ain't trying for trouble.
Then you do as you say. That's in your book, too.
Long pause. Young smiles. His expression seems to say, "This old guy is a piece of work." Young takes his cup very deliberately. He stands up. Pause. He walks to the farmhouse sink and pours out the booze. He pumps some water into his cup. He sits back down. He holds up his cup to toast. He's proud. He won. For 4 weeks. I immediately lost the accent, but keep on going.
Oh, old smiles, a little too wide. They click cups. They drink. Just as soon as they do, Young retches. A terrible taste. He spits up into his cup, a bit on the floor. Old reveals in the mishap, "Aye, the Christine needs a look into. One of your duties, lads. Or didn't you read yourself about it? Polishing, swabbing and polishing. You'll clean the brass and the clockwork, and you can tidy the quarters afters. There's well more to be mended outside." Young nodded yes. His dry heaving subsided. "Did you hear me, lad?"
Yes, sir.
"Aye, sir."
Aye, sir.
I'm doing like a fucking demo man impression, which is just Scottish, but like, it's laying the Scottish part really heavy.
Old starts eating his supper, happy. His habits are a bit uncouth.
When the fog clears, you'll work through the dog watch.
Dogging it. Was specking it. I'd get up the lantern. Get up to the lantern. Lantern.
I tend the light.
The rules is alternating. Shifts.
Old is startlingly stirred, unblinking, no tremors, a speck of scud hanging in his beard. It's mid-watch that's to dread, lad. Late night to morning, my watch. Some new junior man I'm fixed with. You act like you never been to a sea before.
Young hesitates. He hasn't been to the sea before, clearly. But not worth the trouble getting into it now. Sir.
That uniform don't fit you.
Disgust.
Oh yeah, that uniform don't fit you.
Well, sir, it's the one the establishment fellers gave me.
I meanin' you ain't fit for the wearing of it. To see to your duties, the light's mine.
Fuck this old guy.
Hey, how about fuck you?
Young shovels more coal into the furnace, angry. He casts a mean glance at the box that rests on a chair by the hot whirling machinery. Instructions to lightkeepers, July 1881. Curses the manual. Son of a bitch. Foghorn blasts. Son of a bitch.
Okay,
Foghorn
so
blasts again.
there's more.
Young kicks the chair over. The manual fog. Oh fuck! There's so much snow. Skip.
Yeah, let's skip some of this.
Skip. Actually, no, it'd be really funny if we just kept on reading all this.
No, it'd take us fucking forever. It's a bunch of ethereal stuff.
One page each person of fucking description.
Yeah, it's like, which is obvious because the directing is really good, and it's a lot of silent moments. But
All right, then let's go here. Now he's bare-chested. His alcoholic gut protrudes from his wary friend. He's strong. Sanitary arms shine with sweat. There's a faded three-masted ship tattooed on his chest, and several crooked stick pokes elsewhere, all glistening. He pours grog into his tin cup. He toasts the light drinks. His eyes are heavy, knees weak. He's not drunk yet, but he wants to be. He pours.
that's not it yet.
Toast.
You gotta get a little further to page 12.
No, it says to ye my beauty. Remember?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. He pours another drink. Toast.
To ye, my beauty. Me beauty.
There you go.
And then to 12, where he's like, where it holds like, Old is disrobing in the mirror. Carefully, he's drunk. Shingles.
Yeah. Young looks up. Water gets into his eyes. Old waters to his bed. His pants around his ankles.
Tend to them after the Christine and the lamp. She needs oil. Flops down on the sagging mattress.
No, go.
Asleep instantly. Aye, sir.
Aye,
sorry.
sir.
Why am I? Sorry.
Aye, sir. Skip all this bullshit. Skip.
Seagull gets angry to Seagull.
Okay, here you go. 16.
Okay.
Finally, Young reaches the top of the stairs. The oil drum slams down. His muscles tremor. Sweat drips. He looks at the hatch to the lantern room above. He is drawn to it. What's in there? Slowly, he reaches towards the handle. He pushes. It's closed. Stuck. Locked.
You don't go in there.
Old Charles Young. Where did he come from? Old emerges from the shadows. Walk, drag. Oil, sir. Says Young, feeling somehow caught. He steps away from the drum, showing it to the old man, trying to hide an ounce of pride. He wipes his sweat from his brow, panting. Old limps around him, smoking his pipe, blows smoke in his face.
He goes like this. He does like this. You know how you blow a cigarette in a kid's face? He goes.
Yeah.
Tired?
No, sir. Says Young, still panting. Old throws a small, empty 3-gallon brass oil canister at him. Young catches it awkwardly.
Use this next time. Save you a hell of a lot of trouble.
Quiet. Old continues to taunt him.
Catch your breath. Catch your breath, lad.
Pause.
I said catch your breath, lad.
Young grits his teeth.
Then bring that drum back down the ladder well where you found it. Lest you're fixing to burn the whole light down.
Old climbs the ladder to the lantern room. Young watches for spy. Aye, sir. Old pulls out a key, a ring attached to his watch chain. A half a dozen brass keys in varying sizes.
Then see to the rest of your duties. You're behindhand already.
Aye, sir. Young watches him unlock the door with the largest key.
You too slow. You a dullard?
No, sir.
Fooled me.
Old slams the door and locks it from the inside. Hold on, Young. In living quarters, gallery, night.
Candle. Are you a dullard?
No, sir.
Fooled me.
Young has his shut the fuck up. Young has his water. Old pours himself a drain.
Should pale death with treble dread make the ocean caves our bed. God who hears it, the surges roll, died to save the suppliant soul.
A drink. Young winces a little. Old is satisfied and starts eating.
Still taste of the head?
Young won't nod yes. They eat in silence. Old looks up at Young. Young ignores him.
Hey, find some chicken, you lad. Now is the time for you to gab and chatter. Ye best be enjoying it. Come a fortnight in the brace of us. And us'll be one to ever silent as the tomb. Not to clap eyes on others, it'll make you hotter than hell.
I ain't much for talking, sir.
Reckon ye the first.
No, sir, I don't.
Ye ain't. I, the Chicopee, a fine un, she were clean built and trig looking. None more fleet in the 64th than she. We were on breaks, a mutiny it were. And why, ye ask? Why, what's the terrible part of a sailor's life, askin' ye? Tint ain't the captain working them double-tied. Nay, no, 'twas when the work stops, when you twist the wind and water. Dull the drums. Eviler than the devil, boredom makes men to villains, and water goes quick. Lad, vanished. And what's the answer? What be the cure? The only medicine is drink. Drink, lad. Keeps them sailors happy, keeps them agreeable, keeps them calm, keeps them...
Stupid.
Pause.
There you go.
The two men stare at each other for a moment. Old erupts into laughter. He laughs so hard that he runs through every conceivable sound. Is he drunk already? Young smiles in spite of himself. It's hard not to. Old pours another in toast. Curse me if there ain't an old tar spirit somewhere in you, lad. Young starts to say something, but he stops himself. Pause. Out with it, lad.
What? Why'd your last keeper leave?
My second?
Young nod, yes. Eaton.
A damn fine seafaring man, he were.
Pause.
Died. Gosh. Aye, went mad he did. First a strangeness, a quietude, then a wild fancy struck him, raving about sirens, merfolks, bad omens and the like. In the end, no more sense left in him than a hen's tooth. He believed there was some enchantment in the light. He notioned Saint Elmo did cast his very fire into it. Salvation-y, said he. Young laughs.
Young laughs. Taw tales.
You didn't do your laugh. Didn't do your laugh. Restart over.
Taw tales.
Okay, that's good enough. He rolls a cigarette. Old takes another drink. Slowly, his mood becomes somber. I see you sparring with a gold. Young licks the paper. Best ye leave him be. Bad luck to kill a seabird. Young laughs dismissively.
Oh shit, my bad, gang. Where we at?
Young laughs dismissively. Still on page 20.
Oh shit. Wait. Yeah. More taw tales.
Young starts to put the cigarette to his lips.
Shut the fuck up! As Young starts to put the cigarette onto his lips, Old gets up and slaps him hard in the face. Out of nowhere! Young stands in shock, knocking back his chair to the floor. He looks at Old, stunned. Young raises his fist in defense. Old is angry, dead serious.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
Pause. Old breathes. He's calmed down a bit. He realizes I'm straight.
Pay me no mind, lad, none. Picks us up some coffee. Long night ahead. A drop of coffee will do us good.
Old doesn't need to say he's drunk. Aye, sir. Sir. We're already like a quarter of the way through. Do you see that?
Yeah.
There's barely any...
Young looks again at Old. He's shaken, terrified, a shell of himself, more frightened than his outburst of anger was. This is some more,
Bullshit.
Yeah, this is him masturbating. It literally has... Look at the top 22.
I'm not doing that.
Just look at the top 22.
No, I'm not looking. I'm not reading a man jerking off.
It literally just says he's masturbating, chat. Chat, he's jacking off. We want to go to the titty party.
Okay, I'm not reading.
Suddenly you notice something.
No, shut the fuck up. You just said the worst joke ever. You just said the worst joke ever. Completely straight face. We're not reading anymore.
What?
Bro just said the Diddy party unironically. Holy sh! You fell off.
I don't know.
You fell off.
I don't know. I was making the same jokes with
You fell the
I don't
fuck
know how to
off.
reference.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys.
Titanfall 2 is only $3.
What'd you say?
Titanfall 2 is $3.
Okay. That old. No, this is a POV. Okay. Audio pre-lab. You've been neglecting your duties, lad. Oh, question mark. Old is fuming. Don't deny it. 23.
Sir?
And then old stands in the gallery pointing at the floor in horror. It looks like it always does. How could it look any different? What do you call this?
Sir?
What?
I mopped and swept twice over, sir.
Ye lying dog!
I swept them!
'Tis begrimed and bedabbled.
I...
Unwiped, unwashed, and disdained.
You get some kind of part out of molesting me, sir?
Come now?
I already says...
How dare you contradict me, ye dog? How dare you contradict me, ye dog?
Now look here, I ain't never intended to be no housewife, no slave and taking this job. It ain't right. These lodgings is more shambles than any
Ramshackle.
Ramshackle than any shanties camp I ever seen. The Queen of England's own fancy housekeeper couldn't do no better than what I done. Cause I tell you twice, I scrubbed this place twice over, sir, and
I say you did nothing of the sort. I say you swab it again, you swab it properly like this time, and then you'll be swabbing it 10 times more after that. And if I tell you to pull up and apart every floorboard, clapboard of this here house and score them down with your bare bleeding knuckles, you'll do it. And if I tell you to yank out every single nail from every molding and nail hole and suck it off every speck of rust till all the nails sparkle like a sperm whale's pecker, then the cabinets here, the whole light station back together from scrap, and then do it all over again, you'll do it. And by God and by golly, you'll do it smiling, lad, 'cause you'll like it too. And you'll like it 'cause I say you will. Contradict me again and I'll dock your wage. You hear me, lad? Long, painful pause. Now swab, dog. Swab.
I fucking hate this one. Does he die?
You'll see.
Young as is told, he grabs some mop and pail, finally resigned to his fate on this light station. Old smiles.
Now that's a good lad. That's what I like to see.
Young starts to mop. Old sings mockingly.
Oh, what be the bane of a lightkeeper's life? What causes him to worry, to struggle and strife? What makes him use curse words and beat at his wife? 'Tis brass work. Old watching, young polish the brasswork. What makes him look ghastly, consumptive and thin? What robs him of health and of his vigor and vim? Causes him despair and drives him to sin. 'Tis brass work. Young keeps polishing.
Young keeps polishing harder, faster, harder. Young pushes the wheelbarrow through the storm. Now in the other direction. It's more difficult than before.
The oil containers I polish until my poor back is broken, aching and still.
He's struggling. The wheelbarrow falls. Coil scatters all over the place. Young stands still. He wants to scream. Young and old eat their... Okay, skip all that. Angle on. Old is looking down from catwalk to of the tower. He smokes his pipe. The sun shines
Let me
behind
go
him.
get a refill on my freaking perks. I'm just
On
kidding.
my perk 30.
I'm just kidding. I'm not getting any perk 30, guys. Don't send the ops after me. I'm just gonna go get some.
Shut up! Shut up!
You fell off so hard.
You fell off so hard. Biggest lockup in the world. Okay, what was that song again? I'm gonna sing it better than that little Rat Bastion did. Oh, what be the bane of a lightkeeper's life? What causes him worry to struggle and strife? What make him the cuss words and beat at his wife? 'Tis brass work.
You reacted so violently to that.
I've gotten better at yelling in anger.
That's pretty good. Okay. Young is whitewashing the tower, some 50 feet above the ground. A bucket of whitewash dangles on another rope. Keep 'em still, lad. Young can't. As usual, the wind blows wildly.
Where the fuck are you? Oh, there you are. Aye,
26.
sir.
His paintbrush, a stick with a horsehair brush at the end, shakes in his hand. Whitewash must be even, lad. Bright and shining. Like a silver whorehouse token. Give 'em a sailor's proper day mark. Old lets the rope slip a bit. It truly scares Young. Whitewash drips onto Young's face and clothes. He yells.
They're not going to see it in the goddamn storm.
They will after, and will be glad to see it. Keep your temper now, lad. 'Tis fine work. You're making high marks in me logbook. Them's gospel. Logbook, thinks Young. He stares at Old for too long. I'll drop you down a few feet. Old lowers him more. Young slips quickly. Suddenly the pulley system whirls too fast. Young and the movement block shift quickly and slam to a halt.
Easy.
No, you gotta be more reactive because he's like, he's like easy because he's like above the ground. No, not that reactive. You gotta be like, easy!
Easy!
And he's like, never been in better hands. Another shift. Hard. Is Old struggling? He anchors his good leg to the catwheel. Shift. Further than the last one. The whitewash flashes. Now.
Easy!
Young thrashes in the wind. Quit your flailing, lad.
I ain't!
Yeah. Keep still. Keep still. The pulley busted wheel flies off. The rope springs backwards. Young, the chair, the block, and the tackle plunge to the ground. Black. Young comes to. He's covered in whitewash. How long was he out? He looks around. The kitchen chair is shattered. No more than kindling. Old is nowhere to be seen, but the seagull with the missing eye is perched on his leg. It pecks him, scavenging the fresh meat.
Shoo!
It pecks again. Tap, tap, tap on his leg. The gull blurts out a hostile keck.
You get!
It persists, pecking with its sharp beak. Young is afraid of the bird, afraid to harm it. Tap, tap, tap. Damn, it hurts. Young kicks it hard. The gull flies away, mocking with mews and yows.
Skip all that and then go down to 29. Old sits on the same chair he's been sitting in for the past weeks. Young sits on an upturned nail keg. Young turns hardtack. In his hands, he's debating eating it. He knocks it against the table. The biscuit clinks like metal. Nope. Young pours Old a drink instead, passes it to him.
Thanks. Thank ye, lad.
Winslow. Young mutters in little courage. Ephraim Winslow, these last 2 weeks I'd like it, sir, if you call me by my name.
Listen to ye. Giving orders, lad.
Winslow.
All right. Suits me just fine. Ephraim Winslow. So what brings you, one such as you, to this damned rock?
Such as what?
Pretty as a picture.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get molested, aren't I? Cinnamon, am I gonna get molested?
All right, what?
Cinnamon, Cinnamon, you gotta answer me, man.
No, no, man, just a little bit.
Owen laughs heartedly.
Ha 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 ha! Or, no, I can't do it from the belly, sorry. Only Joshin, lad, only Josh.
Winslow.
Winslow, what brings you to this rock, Ephraim Winslow? What, were you working for?
Timber.
Timber.
Big timber up North Canada ways.
Hudson Bay outfit?
The same.
True what they say, forest as far as the eye can see?
Yes, sir. Spruce, tamarack, white pine, bush, them folks up there call it.
Had enough trees, that's it then?
Yes, sir.
Can't say I blame ye. I yearn to tell about that life. Hard going, working, one man harder than two horses, they say. No thank ye. The sea, she's the only situation one for me.
Miss it?
Miss it? I ain't never known anything but it.
Sailor?
Aye. Old sees the sea life clearly in his eyes, the stories he must have. Ain't nothing what can touch it. He snaps himself out of it. But can't be dragging me old stump about, referring to his limp. Nay, not worth the trouble. Now, I'm a wrinkle, and a wrinkle I is. I'm damn well wed to this here light, and she be finer, and she be a finer, truer, quieter wife than any live-blooded woman.
The first incel ever married.
He's not an incel, he's clearly got some pussy. 13 Christmases at sea, little ones at home, she never forgave it. He's got little ones. Pause. 'Tis for the better. Pause. It was clear that Old has regrets, but rather than dwell on the painful past, he changed the subject. Since we're getting too friendly, Ephraim Winslow, tell me, what's a timber man want with being a wiki? Oh, I think I misread wiki as a wrinkle. But whatever. With being a wiki. Not enough quiet for ye up north? Sawdust itching your nethers? Foremen found ye too high-tempered for carrying an axe? The last comment rubs
Young the wrong way. But he tries not to give in to the feeling. Like you said, just enough of trees, I guess.
All
Old
looks
him over suspiciously as he lights his pipe. Young focuses on the cigarette lights. Draws. Since I left Dad, well, I done every kind of work and pay a man. Some I ain't near proud of.
drifter, eh?
No, sir. You can't find a post. Just can't find a post I can make a real shine to. So I keep moving along. And I ain't the kind to look back at what's behind him. See?
On the run?
Young gets defensive. Do you say too much? No, sir. Now look here. Now, I mean nothing wrong with a man starting fresh, starting new. Looking to earn a living.
No.
Like any man trying to settle down quiet like with some earnings. I read a man could earn $630. I read $1,000 a year if he's willing to tend to life far offshore than further away the most he earns. I read that, and hell's I says, yes sir, work. Save my earnings. Soon enough I'll raise my own roof somewhere up country with no one to tell me what for. That's all. Young smiles. He thinks he's doing a pretty good job of covering up his fear. That old man may sense more than he lets on. The cigarette helps.
Same old boring story, eh?
You asked.
Old sits in his rocker, knitting, smoking his pipe. Man, I'm all about.
He's smoking the Pope.
Ooh, got to that holy reefer. Anyways, Young sits on the floor by the open stove, warming his hands. He lights a cigarette with a splinter of kindling and closes the door. He takes a drag.
Say, why is it bad luck to kill a goal?
Old puffs his pipe gravenly. In 'em, the souls of old sailors, what made their maker. Young tries to scoff again. Old sends it. You a praying man, Winslow?
Not as often as I might, but I'm God-fearing, if that's what you're asking.
Young tries to take another drag of his cigarette. He can't, it's gone, but he just lit it. Russian tar once told me, your cigarette cinders go out, there'd be someone somewhere thinking bad thoughts of you. Young looks at Old. Old stops rocking. They'd be a curse in your name. Young relights the cigarette and takes a drag, not knowing what to make of it. A toast to Ephraim Winslow, the God-fearing man. Let him settle down with nothing to tell them. What for? That his cinders always stay burning, and let fear never abandon him. Old toast the drinks.
Oh man, Young feels uneasy. I'm gonna get molested, aren't I? I'm done for, huh? Fuck.
There's just this time where he says shit when he's looking for his tobacco pouch after masturbating. I'm pretty sure again.
There. Shit.
No, he's just sleeping with his mermaid sex doll thing, and then he looks for his tobacco pouch and can't find it.
Get the light seed. That's boring.
Yeah, it's he's looking at the lighthouse. He's like masturbating as well. I'm pretty sure. Cause like,
go to 32. Go to 32. 39. My bad.
Just read 36 though. Like he says, the light seed. There's another noise. Now that his ear is more focused, it's a sticky, sweaty slapping of flesh, consistent. It's familiar. He puts his face close to the iron. Through glimpse of the light and shadow above, he sees a piece of Old in and out of shadow. His swoon torso is vibrating. His arms is moving vigorously up and down, up and down. As he, just then, white, viscous fluid drips from the grates. Young quickly avoids it in disgust. He looks up again. A huge, slimy, translucent squid's tentacle slithers across the ironwork. It disappears into the darkness. And then Old says, Virtus.
What the fuck? I hate that. Skip, go to 39. Alright. Young's face is reflected in the shining brasswork. His expression is still affected by the previous two scenes. He spits on the brass and keeps polishing. Old watches Young work, writing in his logbook.
Wind's changing. Oh! We also skipped the part where he kills the gull.
Oh, he kills the fucking gull?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that. One eye attacks Young's face. Young tears it away in white and wild rage. In one swift motion, he grabs the gull by the legs and beats it against the edge of the Kirsten over and over and over and over and over and over until it is a bloody pulp of feathers. The one-eyed gull is dead. Young breathes heavily, guilty, cold. The wind blows softly. He makes himself a cigarette, shaking his. He looks sheepishly up the tower to see if Old is watching. The camera booms up the lighthouse. Past the catwalk, past the lamp, past the conical roof to the weather van. The arrow points west. Suddenly the wind gusts. The arrow starts to jiggle a bit. The wind picks up. The arrow spins around and around and around and settles jiggly slightly in the wind. The arrow points hard east. Young stands in the open door in the bunk room, wiping his face with a handkerchief. Kitchen was open, sir, and he sees Old sobbing into his pillow and blankets. He's asleep, isn't he? It's strange, vulnerable sight. Young doesn't know what to do. Old Young's face is reflected in the shining brass. We already did that. So, wind's change.
Old watches. Huh?
I already read all that. So just go. Wind's change.
Wind's changing.
Good riddance.
Don't be so darn foolish. It's the calm before the storm, Winslow. She were a gentle westerly wind, you cursin'. Only feels rough 'cause you don't know nothing about nothing. There ain't no trees on this here rock like your Hudson Bay bush. No, easterly wind come soon a-blowin' like Gabriel's horn. Best board up them signal house windows.
Aye, sir.
'Twill keep them steady afore the tender comes in the morn, I expect. But there's a dirty weather knocking about.
Young won't look old in the eye.
Something is stirring in you. Ye were getting off this island tomorrow, Winslow. Don't start grudging me now.
No, sir.
Keeping secrets, are ye?
No, sir. Pause. I could use your hand with them boards is all. He leaves tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Is the rest of this story just that one day?
Wait on it.
Cinnamon? I don't want to wait on it. We're not reading this entire fucking script today.
Yes, we are.
No, do not. No, we are not doing that shit. Do not do that shit to me. Do not do this shit. Young boards up the windows. Old helps.
Pull me good, lad. Pull, Winslow.
You did the wrong one. You're supposed to be now then. I have a surprise.
Oh, sorry. Now then, I have a surprise. Sorry.
Young stands precariously on a rock, pulling a rope that leads out the water. Old watches him.
Pull me good, lad. Pull, Winslow.
Young pulls a wooden lobster pot out of the water. Young smiles, so does Old.
Look at him. Better than fin fishing.
Mutated lobster shows up out on the plates. By the look of Young and Old's face, it was a satisfying meal. Old pulls 2 cups of his grog, passes one to Young.
'Tis no crime to take a snort now, a clear night. And being our last night of full relief, I never know an inspector that what wouldn't turn a blind eye, and I won't take no for an answer.
Young gives in. He takes the cup. To pale death and treble dread. Makes the you can't remember the rest. Ah, hell, to relief. They clink.
And how?
They drink. Young remembers how much he's been missing the drink. Damn! Like coming home. Old pours another round. They drink. Old pours another round. They drink. Later, Young and Old are singing and pounding on the table. Okay, we have to do this at the exact same time, alright?
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hurrah! We're home. We're bound. Hurrah! We're homeward bound. Then we'll ride and Redford socks. Hey!
Bloomers all come around it.
It's me only, it's old!
Pretty
Girls, we're hearing them say, here comes Jack with his 9-month pay. Hurrah! We're homeward bound.
We're bound.
Hurrah! We're homeward bound.
They keep drinking. Old smokes a cigarette. Young smokes old pipes.
A pretty lass she were, taken off her bonnet. But as I say, I broke my leg and banked myself all up. It was to a nun's hospital. All of them were nuns were Catholic, I tell you. They laugh. Aye, but I never went to Salem, since without hoping that I should see her, her bedding down weren't the same since. I don't know, but if I were going to begin my life over again, well, womenfolk apt to be dreadfully ashamed of it. Anyhow.
You feel ashamed when you lie with a woman?
I ain't ashamed of nothing. Pause. They laugh. Well, I say it. I might even miss ye, Ephraim Winslow. Ye fastly a true blue wiki in the making, you is. Thought one night you was bound to split me skull in twain, but you're good un. Why, you'll be working the lamp in no time.
Why haven't I?
What?
The light.
I'm the keeper of this station, lad.
Then I ain't.
Some other stations you can tend the light.
Manuel says.
My log is the only book on this rock.
I mean, I'm a wiki, you says, but I ain't trimmed one wick once.
'Tis gospel. I'm the keeper of the light, lad. I never let no man touch her.
I ain't. The book says we alternate.
Don't concern yourself with the beacon. Mine, lad.
Old pours himself another drink. Young laughs. The tension goes away. Every year away, huh? Say, I don't know your name.
Wake.
Your Christian name.
Thomas.
Young looks odd. Troubled. Thomas?
Thomas Wake. Aye.
Young seems a little disturbed.
Call me Tom.
Old pours them another round. To my friend Tom. They're getting off this goddamn rock. They drink, spitting a bit of the liquor down their chins. Young snaps out of whatever seemed to be bothering him. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip.
He drops some poop when he's trying to, like, throw it out the rock. This is basically just the storm coming in.
Oh, so that's why. Oh! He tosses the contents of the chamber pots off the cliffs. It also flashes back to his face. Fuck! He drops the chamber pots. They tumble to the rocks. Fuck! Skip, 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 skip. What the fuck is happening here? Wait, as he rounds a corner, he sees something white in the black rocks of the shore. He walks a few more paces. It is a body lying still. Is it a dead sailor? He gasps. He drops the wheelbarrow and runs towards him. The foghorn blasts. As he gets closer, it appears to be a woman, a nude woman. What? Up on the rocks, white legs and arms splayed out. He calls for the road, but he can't hear him. He runs closer. The foghorn. I'm perfect. The foghorn blasts again. The one appears to be dead, entangled in seaweed. Young has to save her if he can. Young goes to his knees, wipes seaweed away from her face. She's beautiful, the most beautiful man he has ever seen. The blood rushes to his head. His heart throbs. He looks her over. Oh, he looks her over. He wants to touch. He hesitates, but he does. He checks her pulse, pulls his head to her chest. Dead. Slowly he touches her cheeks, then her mouth. He moves his body down her body in a horror and grief of her death, but also fascinated by her beauty, her perfect feminine shape. He makes his way past her breasts to her ribs. Her ribs seem to have wounds, deep slices. They aren't bloody. They look almost like gills. What the fuck is going on? He moves his hand past her waist towards his genitals and towards her genitals. Then he sees she has a fishtail. She's a mermaid. He is frozen in terror. Then he looks back at her face. She opens her eyes and smiles at him. She raises her arms, wanting to embrace. Young opens his mouth and screams in horror. The foghorn blasts. Young runs away as fast as he can, flailing, stumbling over himself. He has almost no control over his body as he hurls himself across the island. He screams, drowned out by the foghorn. Young is out of breath from screaming while dying.
What you splitting your young lungs out for?
I...
You smell of shit. Better swab this mess before the tender comes.
I...
You do as you're told, lad. The quarters are dire.
Sir. What the fuck was that? Cinnamon, what the fuck was that?
Imagine that in, like, in the actual fucking, like, theater scene. I'm not in the theater scene. In the actual fucking, like, movie scene. It's exactly like that. You know? It comes out of fucking nowhere. And that's with every single one of the insane fucking almost dreamlike scenes, you know?
I'm watching this shit. I have HBO. Fuck, I have HBO Max, bro. I'm watching this shit when I get the chance. It's not even 2 hours. That's pretty short. 2 lighthouse keepers struggle to maintain their sanity on a remote New England island. Okay, I can watch shit as long as the main character doesn't get fucking raped. All right, skip. Okay, here we go. Young and old sit at a table perfectly still, drenched. A light cigarette hangs on Young's bottom lip. The storm outside is something biblical. Very, very long pause. They didn't come. Long pause. Ankle. Skip. There we go. Odors in his oil skins. He stands like a magician in front of the boathouse, facing the waves. His right hand over the sea with 2 fingers extended. He holds his bottle in the other hand. He counts the waves as they crash onto the shore.
4, 5, 6.
The waves are growing higher.
7, 8. Go down.
He makes the sign of the cross like a Catholic on the 9th wave and douses the sea with liquor from his bottle. The wave flounders and dies. What the fuck do you mean it dies? Old smiles at himself. I've still got it, he thinks. He takes a swig from his bottle. Did he really make the wave descend? Or is it a coincidence? Regardless, the wind comes back with vengeance.
I just want to point out something. In this script, there's some things that Old does that just aren't in the final product of the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like...
Does he not do that?
No, like, a bunch of things that Young does are in there, but it's like they have, like, context for, like, things that Old does and says, and they just cut that out of the final product. So you only get Young's perspective, really.
Does it ruin the movie, or does it make it better?
It makes Old feel less like a person. There's a bunch of theories that like Old is just like, you know, is like some sort of entity or something like that. From everything from like a reflection of Young to like a reflection of like the person, of like a reflection of guilt or something like that. You know, or like a judger or something like that. There's like a whole bunch of things, but it's always the fact that Old is not actually a person. I like to think that it's. I like to think of like, you know, the simplest answer is the right answer, you know, and that Old and Young are simply just two insane sailors, or two sailors going insane.
Yeah.
Or that Old has always been insane since he's always, you know, been that way.
And jerking off and coming and shit.
Yeah.
Behind the door that's tied up, racks in the wind, beating against the sides of the boathouse. The foghorn calls, the light flashes.
'Twas frost and snow and a winter storm. Go down, your blood, roses go. I don't know. This is an actual one, so unlike the other ones where I can just bullshit it, I don't know what this one is. Go down, and the many a ship lost round Cape Horn. Go down, your roses go down.
Many a ship lost
Oh, you
round
pinks
Cape
and
Horn.
posies.
Go
8 go
down,
down.
blood red roses go. Let's keep on going. And then 9. He makes the sound of the cross. He stops singing and shouts.
Abate, O ye waves of Father Neptune, I beg ye, drink of this gift, quench thy spleen and abate.
Does he not have this entire scene in the movie?
Nope. He doesn't do anything to
What the
fucking calm
fuck?
this. This is not in the final product, by the way. This whole like thing of him like standing at the boathouse, pouring alcohol into the waves, not in it.
Yeah. What the fuck? He tosses some more liquor into the sea and takes another swig. This is pretty big. This is like 3 fucking pages. That's a lot for this chapter. For this book, for this fucking script. Alright. He tosses some more liquor into the sea and takes another swig himself.
Well, the captain, he's overcome with fear, go down. Suddenly, a massive wave crashes over Old, knocking him off his feet.
Skip all of that. It's like so much. Go down. It says, "Oh."
It really shows that
the
Old is
doorway
fucking
soaking
terrified
wet.
of superstition.
Yeah. He seems like the kind. He's crazy. Skip. Actually, no. I really want to read this.
Okay.
Because
Young somehow
has
feels-
his shirt off, and that's sexy.
Feels too exposed without a shirt on. The damps got to the provisions.
What?
Young pulls a scrap of fabric from his ears. The damps got to the provisions.
Old is shutting the door. Young is shaking off in the rain. Shaking off the rain.
The damps got to the foodstuff. The salt cod is out.
Ow!
Blasted. Gone to rot.
Praised be.
Now will you hear me?
Hear what?
That we best be rationing.
Rationing? Why the fuck is he like a kid repeating? Rationing?
Insubordinate again?
It's only been a day. It's only been day 1. 1 day.
The devil's tail.
Young can't figure out Old's train of thought. Look, maybe the tender, maybe she did come. We missed her is all. I can take the dory out.
Weeks, Winslow.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Weeks?
Aye. Weeks.
We slept in, dead drunk.
It's been weeks ago since we missed her, Winslow. And I've been asking ye to ration for weeks, too, and kept barking at me like a mad dog, saying you're taking the dory out.
Now look.
Don't be losing your head now.
This ain't funny.
No, it ain't. And I ain't waiting to be stranded with some damned lunatic.
Stranded?
That's what I said.
I thought you said relief was coming.
If we can wait out to the storm.
The tender is coming, he says, trying to convince himself.
And 75 old strikers were marooned here for 7 long months he was. The storm died on the mainland, but here, waters were too rageful, neither to launch nor land.
You're just trying to scare me. Young is worried he's losing his mind. Or is it that old is losing? Or is it old? Is it what the fuck? It's been weeks? Or is it old who's been losing it?
Look at ye, pretending to be well known, ye lot.
The storm continues. Old holds 2 shovels. He throws the shorter one at Young.
Dig!
Old starts digging like a madman in the wind and rain.
Dig, I say!
Young joins, afraid of what they might be digging up. Oh, they have dug a deep, muddy hole the size of a grave.
Here she lies.
Old unearths a wooden crate. He gives it to Young. Moments later, they open it. Inside are 10 full bottles of booze. Rations. The 2 drink while they ration out supplies. Oldest Marshmallow and Young. They're pretty drunk already. Young eyes a ledger written in the logbook marked with pounds of coal, lumber of tins, gallons of oil, etc. Outside the rain hammers down, wind howls.
Their gums grew swollen, the color of bone and to rot. Tarry blood oozed, teeth drop into the deck with none to hold on to. Old proudly shows off his missing front teeth. The legs withered and turned gangrenous, every shade of the peacock's tail. The worst of us couldn't fend against the ship's rats, what gnawed at the soles of our feet. Land ho, here's I, but only grass and trees on that island. So we drunk that upon the sap and ate upon the grass. 'Twas Providence saved us from turning each other's flesh like bare naked savages, and 'twas that scurvy that left me locked ever since. He knocks his leg off again. Pause.
Thought you said you broke it.
Eh?
Your leg. Catholic nuns and such like.
No, you must have misheard.
What the fuck is going on? Young looks at Old suspiciously. Old reciprocates. Camera reveals Young is secretly pocketing a dinner knife. What the fuck on the floor? Oh, is this how the story goes? They both lose their mind and think that the other's trying to kill the other? Holy shit. Young is on the floor pouring himself another. 2 empty bottles are by him. He takes another swig. No, 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 no. And I says, get off of me, I says. Old sits on Young's bed, staring at the window, fixated on the horrible storm which is tearing the outbuildings apart. He holds a mostly empty bottle.
Fallen.
But they never listened. They never. If I had the chance, they'd never. None of them goddamn lily-livered Canadians, bastards. Like gall cowards, those bastards didn't fight no revolution. Never. And look at them. Cowards and hate woman of all of them. God damn them. Old keeps staring out the window.
The eaves been falling faster.
Never. Any day breaking my back. Working a man harder than 2 horses. But Winslow. I told that dumb bastard.
Yep, them eaves is a goner.
Give me your cant hook, I says to him before me. Winslow, that goddamn Kennedy son of a bitch, fool bastard. Always call me a dog, a filthy dog. Opens.
Winslow?
Yeah, that bastard. I'll show you who's a dog.
Winslow.
What of him?
Who Winslow? The eaves be falling.
He's always bragging on me. Like you. Damn fool nonsense.
Raggin.
How'd you find yourself off that grass island anyhow?
Raggin? Who's raggin? What island? That's the trouble with you, Winslow.
Yeah, that's the trouble with Winslow. Oh, am I not Winslow? Have I lied?
Wait. Well, I'll just say it, yeah. Yeah, you're not Winslow. That's why they're just as young and old, because both of them are fucking lying to the other. They never... It's never really clear if they ever really say what their true name is, or if they're just lying again, or who... What... It's never really clear what the fuck is going on. That's the trouble with ye.
Pause. Young takes a swig and looks old in the eyes. The trouble with you is eating grass with no teeth.
Come now?
You see, mateys, teeth was falling out.
What are you getting at, Winslow?
Just it seems powerful hard to eat grass without no teeth. Goats and sheep and cows, well now, they all got teeth, don't they?
You know how you eat grass without teeth, without your teeth?
Oblige me.
You rip it out and swallow it.
You rip it out and you swallow it.
You rip it out and...
I don't know about that.
You don't know? What?
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 What? And then we have to start repeating it really fast. What?
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 That's what you mean. That's what I mean.
What?
That's the trouble with you.
That's the trouble with ye.
With you.
With ye.
No! I want a steak. I want a goddamn steak.
Shut it.
A steak. A steak. A rare bloody steak. If I had a steak, I could, oh boy, I could fuck it.
You don't like me cooking?
Don't be such an old bitch.
You're drunk. You don't know what you're talking about.
How could I possibly like that horse shit you fixed us for supper?
Okay, we say this at the same time.
Them
You're drunk. Or you wouldn't be saying that.
Cooks
You're drunk. You're drunk.
And country ham bigger than your fist. I'm drunk. I'm drunk?
Ye heard me.
You've been drunk since.
Damn ye.
Drunk since I first laid eyes on you.
You're fond of me lobster, ain't you?
You're drunker than a virginity fence.
I've seen it. You're fond of me lobster. Say it. Say it. Damn ye.
I don't have to say nothing.
Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow.
Old becomes dreadfully serious. Young is afraid. Silence. Old speaks more powerfully and passionately than any timberline or leer. He calls out to the gods of the sea, a man possessed.
Hark! Triton! Hark! Bellow bid our father the Sea King rise from the depths, full foul in his fury. Black waves teeming with salt foam to smother this young mouth with pungent slime. To choke ye, engorging your lick organs till ye turn blue and bloated with bilge and brine, and can scream no more. Only when he crowned in cockle shells with slithering tentacled tail and steaming beard take up his fell befinned arm, and his coral-tinned trident, screaming banshees alike in the temps, and runs you through the gullet, bursting ye a bulging bladder no more, but a bastard bloody flume now, and nothing for the harpies and the souls of dead sailors to peck and claw and feed upon, only to be lapped up and swallowed by infinite waters of the dread emperor himself, forgotten to any man, to any time, forgotten to any god or devil, forgotten even to the sea itself. For any stuff or part of Winslow, even the scantling of your soul, is Winslow no more, but now itself the sea.
Alright. Have it your way. I like your cooking. What the fuck was all that? You gotta make this shit a VOD, bro. I gotta go back and listen to that entire exchange, alright? That shit was amazing. I love that.
I'll make a special clip for that part.
Yeah.
But,
that's fucking amazing. I love that shit.
Have you seen the actual fucking... you want to listen to the actual version of it?
No, man. I want that. I want myself to be fucking, like, everything new when I watch the fucking film. You get me?
Okay. But when you watch the film, get back onto me if you think I did a good job with that one.
Did you think I did a good job since you already watched it?
You've been doing a good job, yeah. I'm not sure if the accent is there, but I don't think my accent's there either. So
Yeah, no, I listened to the fucking clip where he talks. I cannot get that fucking accent.
Yeah.
down, bro. It's I don't know. It's just
it's
weird.
it's
I've been
really
going with a country
subtle.
accent.
You know, it's really
Yeah.
subtle. And I'm fine with the country accent. It works anyways.
Yeah. Okay. You clipped that, right?
We're saying?
Did you clip that?
Oh no, don't worry. I have all this being recorded.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, yeah, just send me that single clip. I want to save that shit and like have it as my like background or something. I don't know. All right, let me go back there. That was fucking amazing. All right, there's a lot of no talking going on the time. All right, okay. Young is trying to pick the lock on the lantern room with the dinner knife. He is twisting and turning the knife roughly in the lock, twisting, jiggling. Suddenly, the knife blade breaks into "son of a bitch." And then skip. Old is snoring old man. Okay, here we go. Right, where do I start?
The
Right.
floorboard betrays Young with a loud groan. Young stops, caught. He quickly throws the knife hand behind his back. Old opens his eyes. Query way to wear your shoes.
Didn't want to wake you is all. Long night and such.
Mm-hmm. The sun is over the yondom. Best find some winks before the day draws further on.
I fucking hate you. I knew you were gonna do that. It pissed me off. Young stands still.
Get to your duties, or I'll be giving you a kill, Holland.
Young stands thinking.
He ain't.
You ain't even human no more. Working apart from folks so long. What'd you lose? You're only tolerable when you're drunk.
Get to work, says I.
Young stands still defiantly.
To work.
Fuck off! Young smiles again, a weird false smile. But I tried to kill him, of course.
More work where he's miserable as fuck.
Yeah, he hates his job. Everyone does.
He has another
Young looks at
illusion of the mermaid.
Yeah. Wait, where? At what page?
Pilot Rock
Oh, right,
Shore.
Wait. Oh no, we gotta start here.
Young-
Young is masturbating in the dark, furious, angry, confused. Shirt off, oilskin hat on, shivering, rain pisses.
No,
down to the
don't go
holes
there
on
yet.
the
Don't go there. Go here. Pilot Rock, shore day. The gale is merciless as ever. Young is pulling up the rope of the lobster pot. Image, the mermaid's breast. Image, her mouth. Young is pulling the rope. Image, the lighthouse at a 45-degree angle, looking at it like a penis. Young pulling the rope. Image, mermaid's slimy vagina. Image, Young's hand tightly gripping a cant hook. Image, a wet tentacle writhing. Image, the mermaid's face upside down, screaming, moaning, eyes rolled into the back of her head. Young pulling. Image, close on the back of the man's head. Wool macking collar.
Young is masturbating in the dark, furious, angry, confused. Shirt off, oilskin hat on. Shivering, rain pisses down through the holes in the roof. He is holding the mermaid carving, staring at it. It's not working. He throws his head back, thinking of something. He does it with fury, lust. It's taking too long to get anywhere. Back to the mermaid carving. Beat. His hand is getting tired. Beat. He can feel something coming. It's running with him. He puts his other hand on the rickety wall. It's coming soon. He's lost it. Image. Wide. Young is straddling the mermaid, the real one, not the carving. His pants half down, fucking her while the sea slaps over them. Image. Tentacles, fishtails, seaweed, all intertwined, writhing. Image. The mermaid's hand grabs Young's throat, dragging him into the sea and slime. Image. A man's face, not Young's, surrounded by a mackinaw collar, gurgles, screaming, submerged in water. Back to the shed. Young howls, an animal in an iron trap. He throws the mermaid carving. It breaks into two. The desire quickly turns into shame. The foghorn calls, the wind howls. Rain pours into the shed. Young looks at the broken mermaid and curls into a ball on the wet ground with his pants around his hips. He seems like he is about to cry, but he laughs. He laughs as if the great weight has been lifted. I fixed you, you bastard! You can't get to me! I'll get your gullet! Damn! Bro's fucking losing it.
He crawls to the broken carving and starts wildly stabbing it with the dinner knife. Young is pulling the rope down by the rocks. He pulls up the lobster pot. Back in the shed, Young, seized with fright, Back on the rock. Inside the pot is the shriveled corpse of the head of a man with one eye. A seagull flies right by Young, squawking as it goes. Young almost falls into the water from terror. Small crabs crawl out of the empty eye socket. Thunderclap.
Thunderclaps. Young and old are singing, dancing, douching, douchai, swinging each other with linked elbows around the room in circles.
Okay. She swung her hips, she winked her eyes, that sassy little whore. So I took her in and gave her gin and danced on her on the floor. Doodle let me go, girls. Doodle let me go.
Doodle let me go.
Me holler goes. Doodle
my other girls. Doodle
let me go. Oh, round and round the sofa, boys. Wasn't it the show? She grabbed her hold of me bops to stay, and she wouldn't let me go. Let go.
They laugh. They break away from each other. Old begins diddling 10-penny bit and dancing and jig. Young claps while Old dances. His dancing is pretty impressive, especially with his bad leg. How's it possible? Young joins the diddling and jigging. Old begins clapping too. He claps a little faster. Young matches his tempo. They diddle, jig, and clap faster and faster and faster.
Dance! Dance, Winslow, dance!
Come on, the boys who wish to hear how we got up to the woods last year. Oh, into the sleigh we jacked our boots, our Timster pointed to the big blue spruce. Timmy ran 10 off, Philly do-dat, ran in a roar and a drunk on the way. Timmy ran 10 and a fully do-dat. Lightning flashes through the window. Later, Young and Old are slow dancing, arms around each other's shoulders fit. Oh, they're gay. Young looks at him with anger and suspicion. Old sings a ballad. His voice isn't exactly pretty or always on key, but the ballad is beautiful with a haunting melody. And his performance is moving. He's deep into it, experiencing every moment.
Oh, where have all the evening gone? Oh, where is the ale and whiskey I've tasted gone the same way as I pray and unwasted on Monday morning. If but the birds were gin, if but the sun was a hearty reliever, if I must give her someone else me liver on Monday morning, my lover she lies asleep. My lover is warm and her heart is mellow. I would give the whole world just to share her pillow. The song has changed. Young mood. He has softened. Timid and quietly he joins the last line.
On a Monday morning. Thunder rumbles. They lean into each other. It is very tense. It seems like they might get gay.
No, that's madness.
Pause. Young pushes Old away. He puts up the fist like an old-timey boxer. Old does too. They take turns hurting each other, play fighting. Old keeps hitting Young as Young is more drunk. You bastard! The play fighting escalates. The punches grow harder. Then Young grabs Old and hurls him against the moldy cabinet. Old cackles. They send the whole cabinet of cups and dishes clattering down. Old throws plates at Young, almost hitting him. Dinnerware smashing on the walls. They start throwing the scrapes of fish bones and potato skins there from the plates to each other, laughing. They're hysterically drunk, demented. Young throws their soapbox and breaks apart against the range. They get closer and closer. They get closer to each other, running out of things to throw, howling, laughing. Old pulls out another bottle and slams it in front of the Young.
Drink!
Aye, aye, sir!
In one draft.
You do it!
God damn, yeah, Clemmy. The law says you do as I command. Any word but I be mutiny.
Young pulls the cork off. He drinks and drinks, liquor pouring down the sides of his stubbly face.
Attaboy!
Aye, 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 aye! Both of them pour booze all over their faces. Thunderclaps, lightning flashes through the window. Young is so drunk, it's hard to believe he is soaked in liquor. Old has his head on Young's shoulder. He falls in and out of consciousness. Thomas?
Aye.
It's Thomas.
Aye.
No, I'm Thomas.
I'm Thomas. You're Ephraim.
I lied.
Well, I be scuppered.
I'm Thomas. Tommy.
Tommy? Tommy Winslow.
Tom Howard.
What's Winslow?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It ain't my fault. No. Can I trust you?
Old sits up. Thunder rumbles. Don't be spilling any of your beans to me.
No, it wasn't that way, is all.
I ain't interested.
So, I can trust you.
Never did like being confined to.
I know what you're fixing to do. Get me all liquored up.
Your guilty conscience is ever tiresome born as a guilty conscience.
It was a drive, I see. It was a drive, see.
Worse.
A long drive. And he's ragging on me. No, I see what you're doing.
Nothing.
Look, Tom, don't be working to twist words out my head.
I ain't.
Look, I can't.
Shut up your own rack box.
I can trust you.
No.
I trust you, Tom.
You trust me.
No, I don't trust you at all. They laugh.
That was a genuine laugh out of me. What the fuck was that? You're getting really good at that.
The laugh.
The clock ticks monotonously. Somehow, the sounds of the storm have diminished. The plinking slowly disappears too. Young looks feral-eyed, utterly still.
And I'm handy and helpless, alone, too far downstream, and I wanted to do. I'm in. I admit I did. Seeing the back of his head, one stripe of the can't hook to be all. It was. I didn't, but I didn't. I did not. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I did not. The day was long as hell on that drive. I was lead tired, I admit it. But I saw him slipping, not me. We saw the jam coming. I stood and he slipped. He shouted up. I just stood. Tom, you dog. And I stood as all. Just stood and watched. I'm getting swallowed down by them logs. All I thought was he was done is I could use me a smoke. That's it. So I packed up his kit, fixins, and his day was all mine. Abraham Winslow was a spiffy clean slate. Thomas Howard, he don't. No prospects. How am I going to find respectable work? Young turns old. Young turns. Old is gone. Did you even hear this? Tom? Tom?
Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy? Tommy. Why'd you spill your beans?
Young listens to the stairs. Oh shit, there's so much. Oh my god, there's so much fucking. Okay, well, I think. Okay, I'm kind of getting into the story now. I gotta read all this shit. The door to the catwalk flies open. Rain blows wildly from the sheet room. Young goes to the door. The wind and rain are vicious on the walkway atop the tower. They push and slap Young as he carefully makes his way to a body. It's face down. Is it the old man? No, but it's familiar. The Makawaka's coat, the high leather boots with thick horn-nailed soles. For some reason, known least to Young, he reaches out for a familiar man and turns the wet body over. It's Young! His doppelganger, pale, you dead! Audio. Walk the track. The Hogan footsteps are loud and violent right behind Young. Someone grabs his wrist from behind. A brutal grip. It spins Young around. It's old. Naked. He has Young within his power, his will, but the old man's eyes are closed. Young tries to get away, but he can't. The old man is too strong, and something starts to happen. Something horrible. The old man slowly opens his eyes. Young's expression tells it all. Fascination moves quickly through confusion and deep unknown terror as a light brighter than anything bathes Young's face. Old's eyes shine like the lighthouse beacon into Young's face. Young tries with utter desperation to launch the dory out to sea. He throws a cork life.
Before you continue on, for that scene in the actual movie, I'm pretty sure they had to get a stuntman for Willem Dafoe because they needed a stuntman penis.
Oh.
His penis is too big for the scene because he's fully fucking naked.
Huge waves crash against him. In his bitter struggle as he drags the dory along the runners, Young throws the oars in the boat. Suddenly,
don't leave me!
Old swipes through the air with a fiery axe, smashing the dory right by Young. Young runs. Old chases Young across the island, wielding the axe. Young runs into the quarters. Old bursts in and swings the axe at Young, missing. Old buries the axe deep in the kitchen table. He falls with exhaustion. They are both soaking wet. You crazy son of a bitch! You smashed up the lifeboat!
Yeah, abandoning your post!
Young storms into the water is leaking from the ceiling heavily. It flows down one of the walls. What are you gonna do? Send for the lighthouse establishment?
Certain, says I. I'll report you. I'll bring the inspector up.
I'll report you! I know what you done!
Who's reporting who? Ephraim Winslow or Thomas Howard? I know what you done.
You killed your second.
Young smiles. For once, Old is speechless in horror. Young is as happy as can be, crazed, manic.
I found him. Your one-eyed junior man in the lobster pot. He went mad. You made him mad with that charm, that shrimp shark trinket. It's a sea spell to bring him, to keep him from your secret. But I broke it, see? I'm free.
Young rummages
crocodile through his pockets and finds the broken piece of ivory mermaid. He throws it at Old's feet. Young smiles in triumph and does a celebratory jig. Free from your design.
Old makes no expression. Young stops jigging.
And I got it all figured out. Said, what's that secret mischief you keeping? He points to the lantern room up there. I figured you, old timer, this whole time. I figured you, old timer. This whole time I've been watching you, and I've got you figured.
Old looks at Young with pity.
Oh yeah, that's you, my bad.
Old looks at Young with pity. Jesus, married, and Joseph Tommy. Last night you made a confession to his make a saint swear. I don't have nothing to confess. But you, Tommy, are spilling your beans. Now look at what it's done to you. It's made you mad. I knew you was mad when you smashed up the lifeboat just now and chasing with me with an axe, trying to kill old Tom. Don't you trust me, Tommy? Better hand me the dinner knife you pocketed. You ain't safe with it. Them's government property.
Young does so, looking like a guilty child.
That's a good lad. Old stepping on it breaks it in two and throws it in the stove. Deducted from your pay. Look at you, shivering. You're so mad, you know, not up from down. How long have you been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Where are we? Help me to recollect. Who are you again, Tommy? I'm probably a figment of your imagination. This rock, a figment of your imagination too. You're probably wandering through a grove of tag antlers up in the North Candy, like a frostbitten maniac, or talking to yourself, knee-deep in snow, with a blizzard overtaking you.
I could use a smoke.
We're at a drink.
They smile at each other like old friends. What the fuck is this? Actual mental ill, like the most toxic relationship I've seen in my life. Young still wears the cork vest as he drips the honey, smoking his cigarettes. Old watches with tinted curiosity. Young takes out a tin turpentine He pours it into the canister tube. He begins to stir it with a scrap of rebar. Thieves' oil. Young smells it. He likes it. He pours Old a cup. Old drinks.
Ooh, monkey pop.
They both drink, firing over like giddy children. Skip.
So he made like makeshift alcohol that is like, by the way, that's super poisonous.
Yeah, it's just gonna fuck you up. Young and Old laugh and laugh and laugh, holding cups of thieves' oil. Young still wears the life vest, water drips and pours from the ceiling. The axe and the table. They keep, okay, we gotta start laughing.
Oh yeah, by the way,
minute,
while
right?
they were drinking that, a giant wave came in. That's what you skipped. Like a giant fucking 50-foot wave hit the entire lighthouse and like flooded the entire thing. So they're now like laughing and drinking in like a flooded area.
Alright, well we gotta laugh.
Actually, no, that is where they are. Them laughing, hysterically laughing. That's when it hits the flood.
No. Alright, you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Black. The kitchen is an absolute catastrophe. However terrible is it? However terrible it looked the night before, it is even worse now. Messes everywhere and every surface is soaking wet. Water drips in a way that suggests that the storm is over. The quarter's utterly destroyed, and by the looks of it, not just by the storm, the axe is still buried in the table. Young is sitting in the sink, drinking serpentine straight from his tin. He's in his undershirt and trousers, but still wearing the life vest. This place is a star.
Morning to you too.
I wish I could go for a walk.
Be my guest. You'll get drowned.
Skip all this.
No. Because look.
Read it.
The room is half flooded. Young stands in ankle-deep water, pissing and missing the chamber pot, following it around as it floats across the room. As he does this, he's taking off his life vest. Suddenly, he begins to retch, and he throws up. He falls to his knees, splash, and sees Old's lock boat. It floats by, open. Young fumbles around to snatch it up, to bring it to the dim window light. He begins to leaf through the pages. They're a beautiful memento of Old's past, newspapers, clippings, and tin types. Young finds the locks of Old's children's hair. He touches them gently. Then he finds the log entries. The camera doesn't see the entries. Young almost slams it shut, but he doesn't. He keeps reading. Young face drops. The clock's ticking seems to grow louder every second. Young looks like a ghost. He smashes the clock with his fist. No more ticking. Glass and blood. Young sits in a heap of trash. He's wearing only a sweaty, baggy, mostly unbuttoned union suit. His vest with his watch, chain, and his cap. He smokes his pipe. It goes out. Damn. He tries to find a match in the chaos to himself. Fiery pit. Ain't there no justice left in this world? He roots through rubbish and smoke, throwing it around. Suddenly, the sound of a match strikes. Old turns around, startled. Young is right behind Old, with a lit match, utterly still, eerily still. He calmly lights Old's pipe. Old feels a bit uneasy. Take ye. What's wrong with ye hand? Young looks at the match hand in confusion. To another one? Young looks. His left hand leaves bloody marks on the table. He slithers his cut hand away. Ye hear of tinnitus? Tinnitus.
Yep.
Started out as a sliver of a cut is all. Young is motionless, boiling.
I said I heard it. I heard of it.
From the forestall sail, when we shoved off.
You never shut up.
But come a fortnight,
Stop.
the bosom was shaken.
Shut up, I says.
His chops were locked tighter than an anchor's bed.
Shut up! I told you I can't hear no more. Hold your jaw.
What are you accused me of? You already told me you had me figured.
I'm tired of listening to your damn fool yarns and your Captain Abbott horseshit. You sound like a goddamn parody, giving and nagging orders like a spinster schoolmarm, and all the while turning the state to the devil's own
You're making a
road.
fool of yourself.
Well, it ain't horseshit. Your leg and your sea life, all of it.
and I'm tired of it. If I hear one more word of horse shit coming from your full, rotten tooth, smelly your mouth,
Ye.
shut him, your gum. God damn it. I ain't finished. I'm sick of looking at you. I'm sick of looking at weak old food and your beer staring me in the face like it expects me or something. You think you're so damn high and mighty because you're goddamn lighthouse keeper, while you ain't a captain of no ship, and you never was. You ain't no general, no copper, you ain't no president, and you ain't my father. And I'm sick of you acting like you is. I'm sick of your orders. I'm sick of your laughing, your snoring, and your goddamn farts. Your damn goddamn farts. Goddamn your farts. You smell like piss. You smell like jism. Like rotten dick, like curdled foreskin, like hot onions. Fucking farmyard shithouse. I'm sick of your smell. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. You goddamn drunk. You goddamn no-account drunken son of a bastard, bitch liar. That's what you are. You're a goddamn drunken horse shitting, short shit liar. A liar.
You have a way with the words, Tommy.
Damn you.
You're relieved of your duties.
What did you tell me, old timer? Assistant slept late, worked below standard.
Turns page.
Attitude, hostile.
Turns several pages.
Assistant missing, given to habitual self-abuse in a supply shed.
A few more pages.
Drunk on duty.
Turns a page.
Incoherent speech.
Another page.
Attempting to abandon his post. Assault, theft.
Another page.
I do not feel safe with him. Recommend severance without pay. Severance without pay?
Young throws a logbook at him.
You're trying to ruin me? I'm a hard worker, I am. I work as hard as any man.
Ye lie, Thomas. You lie to yourself, but you ain't lie. Have to sauce to see it.
Young takes his tune. Work as hard as a man, and too horsey, you said, yourself. So I work like I'm a damn foreigner. Young works at getting into the breezy towards the tower. Oates stands in his way. Young begs desperately, please let me into the light, old man. I'll show you what I can do for. I can do better. I've learned so much from you. Another chance, let me show you. Forgive me. Forgive and forget. I says, just let me into that damn lantern is all. Don't make me beg. I will. I'll beg if that's what you want. Please.
Old keeps his ground. Stand down.
Selfish bastard. Keeping it all to yourself. Left your old lady, your children for what? For what?
Old smiles, creepily. Look at ye, handsome lad, with eyes as bright as a lady. Come to this rock playing the tough. You make me laugh with your false gum. You pretending to some mystery in your quietudes. But there you are, ain't no mystery. You're an open book, a picture, I say. A painted actress screaming in the footlight. A bitch what wants to be coveted for nothing but being born. Crying about the silver spoon, what should have been in years. Now look at you, you're crying. Boo, boo, what do you do? Look at you. Will you kill me? Will you? Will you kill me like you done that goal?
I didn't.
Liar! You murdering dog, 'twas ye! What changed the wind on us?
Damn you!
'Twas you what damned us, dog! 'Twas you! What will you do? What do you wish you done to old Winslow? Would ye best me then, if you break? If I win? If I break ye, I still win. I always win, because ye less a man than I. And them's the rules of nature. Them's truth. I'm truth. And I make the truth as I see fit. Me. And the truth is that you're nothing. Tom, a nothing but a dog. What thinks he's the master when he pulls on the master's leash? And if you pull on my leash, I'll choke you, Thomas Howard. I'll strangle you for Winslow were right. You're a dog, Thomas. A filthy dog. A dog!
Old and young attack each other at the same time, going in for each other's throats, eyes bulge. Old grins wildly, young grins baggy. Young starts kicking Old in his bad leg. Old crumbles to the ground, he tries to get up. Young kicks Old in the spine. Old's forehead smacks against the floor hard. It bleeds. Young gets on top of Old and starts to hit him around. Old grabs Joe's shoulder. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You're violently wrestling, animalistic grunting, breathing, sweating, legs intertwined, veiny throats, veiny biceps, wrestling, breathing, grunting, sweating. Suddenly, Young looks down. It's no longer Old. It's Ephraim Winslow. It's in his Malcock's coat. Young is in terror. Winslow spits in Young's face. Young goes to strangle him, but as he does, Winslow has become the mermaid. She strangles Young. Her tail thrashes. He cries. He tries to get away. Then the mermaid becomes Old. Only it's not. He's naked. His beard is long and covered in seaweed, and he has enormous squid tentacles for legs. Young pushes Old, and seawater flows from his mouth. Old laughs, twisting his legs, arms, squeezing. Young punches Old again brutally. A tentacle wraps around Young's throat, squeezing. Young pushes again. Tentacle squeezing. Young pushes again. Again. Old yells in horror.
You're killing me!
Suddenly, Young looks down. It's Old, bloody, whimpering. No merperson, no Winslow, just an old weeping man that Young feet will pulp. Young stands, breathing heavily. He pulls up his suspenders. He wipes the sweat from his brow. Old lies motionless, just breathing and letting out his almost inaudible whimper. Young leans to the table, very, very pause. Bark. Bark, boy. Bark, laddie. Bark!
Woof.
Ain't you never been to sea before? Bark, I says, bark!
Arf!
Bark, laddie!
Ruff, ruff!
Now there's a good boy. There's a good boy. Now roll over. Alright. I'm gonna have to pause here. I gotta go check out my dog real quick, alright?
Okay.
I'll be back.
Nice timing.
What?
Nice timing with that.
Yeah, I'll be back though.
Okay. Okay. Not what I had in mind to do today. This has been on my back burner of ideas. So, nice to get it out the way. Let's groove tonight. Doo-doo-doo. Let's feel the spice of life. Bow, 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 bow. Let's groove tonight. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's get that to life. This is a lot of fun, actually, though. Freaking, I don't really know what to do that fills up the space while he checks on his dogs. Here's this clip. Might as well watch this. It'll make me laugh.
Hello, it's the Rubiness. It's nice to meet you, but it's even better to meet me. My name is Sniper Smurf. I have 290 hours with Bastion in total, and I specialize in sticking it straight up the fucking culo. Bastion is a way of life for me. Go in there, I bend them over, I open their cheeks nice and wide, I get a nice clear view of the colon, prostate, and the coccyx, and I knuckle fuck them all the way up to the palm, right up the butt cut, so they feel a burning sensation deep in the ass pussy like icy hot. Bastion is a way of life for me. I never change my character. Fuck you. If at any point during the match you want me to change characters, I gladly suggest you go fuck yourself. I follow absolutely no type of team composition. If you want to give orders, give them to each other. Don't you dare bring that shit to me. All I know how to do is go...
Sorry, I was watching them.
Alright. No, I gotta tell you something. Like, sometimes I cannot hear you, by the way.
What?
Like, the stream can hear you. I know the stream can hear you. But, like, you cut off on this one.
Oh.
Do you have the, noise suppression thing on?
No, you might have it on.
No, I have it off, actually.
Really? Because I can hear you fine. I hope that it didn't cut out, like... Did it cut out for the, whole big thing I did?
Oh, yeah, for me, it cuts out, like, the entire wolf thing. I never heard you wolf or anything like that. I had to guess when you said it and then wait another second and then say my line.
Okay. I'll check over on the stream.
Yeah, but
if it's bad, then
no, it's fine on the stream. Like you can hear yourself fine on the stream.
Oh, really? Oh well.
Yeah, you never like from what I saw, the moments I saw on the stream, you never cut out when I heard you cut out, so you should be fine on the stream.
Okay. The storm has indeed ended. Clapboards and shingles have been torn from the quarters. The supply shed is nowhere to be seen. Young walks Old on a leash, well, a rope around his neck. Old crawls on all fours.
Rude boy.
Young walks Old to a grave-sized hole they dug out.
Get in there, you old dog. Where you belong. You do as I say, dog!
Old slinks into the wet, muddy grave. He settles down, semi-submerged in a foot or so of water and sludge.
That's my good lad.
Young picks up a shovel, and he begins to bury Old. No! Young puts more dirt and mud on him. You wish to see what's in that light? So did my last assistant. Young shovels mud onto Old's face.
Shut up, dog. Polish your brass work.
He keeps shoveling. Old laughs. Blood pooling out of his mouth. Dying. You said, yeah, God-fearing man, Tommy. Them's the truth, Tommy. More mud on him. Oh, what protein forms swim up from the man's mind and melt in hot Promethean plunder, scorching eyes with divine shames and horrors. More mud on him, and cast them down to Davy Jones, and others still blind, yet in it see all divine grace, to fiddler's green scent, where no man is suffered to want and toil, but is dirt is on it,
face.
Ancient,
Mud.
mutable,
More mud on his face.
and unchanging as she who grindles and round the globe.
More mud.
Them's the truth, and you'll be punished.
Old becomes stifled from the dirt and mud. Is he dead? Young saw me. Suddenly Young panics. He jumps into the grave, starts digging out Old with his hands. Digging and sloshing. He lifts Old up, he holds him. Young pauses, catches his breath. Young takes the brass piece from the old vest. He lets Old fall into the mud. Still as a stone, Young walks away. Young doesn't see it, but several ghosts fly into frame behind him. Young slowly approaches the long staircase. He looks up. He puts his hand on the railing. He's ready to go into the lantern room at last, but something stops him. No, he can't go on. He pats his breast pockets. No smokes. Young walks through the gallery, to the galley. He goes to the table. There it is. His patch of tobacco. He begins to roll a cigarette. He looks down. Staring at him. There's a hole in the middle of his table, but the axe is gone.
The light belongs to me!
Old, covered in mud, barely alive, swings the axe, cutting to Young's shoulder. Blood gushes from the wound. Young picks up the iron kettle and swings around, bashing Old in the face. Old falls hard on the ground, groaning. Young picks up the axe, he lifts it high. Old tries to guard himself with his hands. Young drives the axe into Old's head with a blood-curdling crunch. Blood splatters across the room. His old limb seizes for a moment and drops back to the floor. Young limps, covered in blood, back to the table. He rolls a cigarette, his hands shaking. He smokes it. He pours some turpentine into a nearby cup. He looks at Old. The axe handle sticking from his head. Young lifts the cup, hand shaking. He toasts. Should pale death with treble dread make the ocean caves our bed. God who hearest, the surges roll. Down to save the supplement soul. He drinks. Hold. Music cue, blah blah blah. You wanna put that on now?
Light music? Well, I wouldn't know it. Oh well,
you don't
actually,
know
yeah. Let's look up Lighthouse light music.
Yeah, the eerie light music.
Comments. How do? They added a new HUD to freaking it, so it's harder to tell what exactly is what.
Checkpoint Sassy. Everyone.
Okay, here we go. Into the light. I'm pretty sure is it. Okay. It's 4 minutes long, but I have it on loop. Okay.
All right. So ready to read?
Yeah, speak a little loud though for this part. Or
right.
yeah, for the narrating.
All right. Crawling, trembling, and bleeding, Young slowly works his way to the tower. Young continues slowly. Young ascends the ladder slowly, and using the key, he opens the hatch that leads to the lantern room. The dazzling light swirling. Young is hypnotized. Young looks ahead. There it is, the Freslin lens. It is massive, 6-foot-tall jewel of an indescribable beauty with 8 shimmering brass legs. It seems to sing. He walks towards it. As if by magic, the lens rotation begins to decelerate. The lens stops turning. He marvels at it. Slowly, the doors of this lens open like wings facing him. The light grows brighter. He takes it in. A tear falls from his eye. He smiles. Slowly, he puts his hands onto the light. A deep, bassy, fire crackling sound is heard as he touches the flames. The light grows brighter. His hand is burning, but he keeps reaching. The crackling sound growing louder, more otherworldly. Young starts to shake with intensity, insanity. His face distorts. The light grows brighter. Young screams. Brighter, inconceivably bright. Young starts trembling, crying. He's terrified of what he has seen. He cannot fathom it. He foams at the mouth. He teeters. He's losing his balance. He's falling backwards out of frame, out of the lantern room. Slam! Into the machine room. Bang! Down the stairs, all the way down the long, winding staircase. Tumbling, grunting, twisting, bones breaking and clanging down 4 stories of stairs until Young lands with a dull, bloody. Is he breathing? Young lies naked, splayed out on the rocks, bones broken. He is blind. His eyes are bloody, burnt out of sockets. He can't move. Seaweed is wrapped around him. A seabird pecks at his abdomen. Peck. It is the one-eyed gold. It pulls at Young's liver. Young groans. Dozens and dozens of birds fly to Young, overwhelming him, eating him. Camera pulls back to reveal him alone on Pilot Rock. Only Young and a swarm of seabirds eating him. The end.
Well,
Pretty good. I like it.
yeah. Even though some stuff was like lost in the fact that it's not the actual movie, that was
Yeah.
just real. I actually had a really fun time doing that. Honestly.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting actually liking reading the fucking story. It's actually a really interesting story.
Yeah.
I definitely gotta watch the movie, but you gotta post that shit, bro. All right.
Honestly, I was like, I'm so glad that you got me to like stream because I was honestly just gonna take a fucking nap, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna lay in my bed and take a nap, but holy shit, this was really fun.
That was so much fun. All right, yeah, bro. Like either make this a VOD or post it, cause I wanna listen to it. All right.
Yeah, I can do that like tonight. Let me open up the editor already so I can get this ready. If I don't open up the editor right as we're speaking, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get off stream and I'm gonna be like, I'll do it. Don't worry.
I'll do it.
I'm working on it.
In here.
Anyways, I just can't wait to hear how the audio is like completely fucked.
Like every time we yell, how do you like my yell in the middle of it, huh?
Oh yeah, it was holy shit. Your yell, the Kurt Little yell. I understood you had to keep on talking, but that one part of the yell sounded exactly like it, except it holds. I thought that like you wouldn't be able to recreate it at all because that's how the yell sounds.
Really?
Yeah, the yell is like super pixelated. It sounds like multiple people are freaking yelling, and it's like decompressing the audio. How loud they're all yelling. It sounds like a beast.
Holy
And-
shit. Okay, I'm so glad I fucking lived up to it to some degree.
Yeah, and you didn't hear what I did, but I knew about the end scene. So what I did is after you started describing him falling down the stairs, I cut off the otherworldly music and put on goals right as you were describing him
really?
on the rock. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So-
What the fuck's your YouTube channel name again?
One is Cinnamon's Pit, and the other one is Cinnamon King. I'm gonna put this
The one where you posted like all the shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the clip one on my regular channel, which is gonna be the Cinnamon K one, which doesn't really have anything on it. But Cinnamon's Pit is where the entire VOD is gonna go, you know. And I'm gonna split the VOD from No Room, More Room in Hell because I just think it isn't gonna flow as well.
Yeah, it's not. But yeah, that was fucking. I love that, man.
Yeah, super fucking fun.
So fucking fun. I genuinely gotta watch this fucking movie, right?
Yeah, you do. It's really good. I watched it with my dad, while I was painting, that moon painting that I have. You know.
Really?
Yeah. But that's the end of the VOD. That's the end of the stream. So I'm gonna stop streaming.